Well, 3 suspects accused of leading Massachusetts State Police on this high-speed chase plead not guilty. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Kim Kalunian.
I'm Mike Montecalvo. Alex Torres-Perez was there at each of the suspects' court appearances and goes over what happened. Alex?
Mike and Kim, the judge decided to keep the driver and one of the passengers in custody while the other one is currently out. However, the defense attorney for the passengers are hoping their charges are dropped, putting the blame on the driver. A high-speed chase Wednesday afternoon after Massachusetts State Police noticed a gray Mazda that was reported stolen in Fall River. Prosecutors say speeds reached over 100 miles per hour as they try to evade multiple law enforcement agencies. But officers were able to arrest the driver and 2 passengers in the car after they ran when they stopped in Berkeley. A defense attorney for one of the passengers, Alexia Springer, claims she was innocent.
My client had no idea the car was stolen, was receiving a ride and is going to get a ride to Brockton, and indicates almost immediately there's this high-speed chase and she has no idea what's going on, repeatedly asking to be let out.
Putting the blame on the driver, Kobe West, whom prosecutors say was wanted after cutting off his ankle monitor following a domestic dispute. Prosecutors say this is the second incident he's had with police this week after being pulled over Tuesday.
When the sergeant on scene has his hands on the vehicle to stop them from fleeing, the defendant backs up the car and peels out, which results in the sergeant falling over due to the force of that vehicle pulling away.
Less than 24 hours later, West was in handcuffs following the high-speed chase. His attorney arguing he might not have known the car was stolen and was simply trying to evade arrest.
That being said, Your Honor, certainly his conduct of the last 2 weeks is concerning for the court, and I understand that.
The Bristol County District Attorney glad West will remain in custody.
This individual has already cut off a bracelet on another matter, so he doesn't belong out on the street, and fortunately nobody was injured, but still very serious and dangerous conduct.
And when asked if the passengers should also be held accountable.
So you just have to see how the evidence relates to them.
And all 3 suspects are expected back in court in the next 2 weeks. Reporting live in Fall River, I'm Alex Torres-Perez, 12 News.
3 suspects accused of leading Massachusetts State Police on a high-speed chase pleaded not guilty in court today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Montecalvo.
And I'm Kim Kalunian. 12 News reporter Alex Torres-Perez joins us live with why the passengers in that car are hoping their charges are dismissed. Alex?
Kim and Mike, the attorneys for the passengers, say they were just getting a ride and had no idea that the car was stolen when the high-speed chase started. Pursuit on the ground and in the air after Massachusetts State Police noticed a stolen vehicle in Fall River Wednesday afternoon. Prosecutors say speeds reached over 100 miles per hour and onto local roads, where the Mazda nearly collided head-on with the semi-truck as the driver kept going.
One can only imagine, really, the horror and fear that you would have if you were exposed to this. Operation of that car was a complete disregard, the safety of people on the street.
The chase eventually stopped in Berkeley, where the driver and 2 passengers got out and ran.
Driver, Kobe West, all right, we're getting out, we're going now. And she ran for an extremely short period of time. It was a high-stress situation.
Defense attorneys for the passengers and prosecutors agreed the driver, Kobe West, was the primary actor. West's attorney claims her client may not have known the car was stolen and that he was simply running to avoid being arrested for another case. Prosecutors say West was wanted after cutting off his ankle bracelet following a domestic dispute and that he evaded police on Tuesday after being pulled over. West's attorney attempted to get the judge to put West under house arrest, saying his mother recently had a major surgery.
Certainly not an excuse for his conduct, Your Honor, but I say that just to lend some background information about Mr. West that I think is relevant to the court's consideration about his conduct over the last few weeks.
But the judge ruled the driver's criminal history and previous behavior was too risky to allow him to be in the community, something the Bristol County District Attorney says he's grateful for, especially after the high-speed chase.
And this individual has already cut off a bracelet on another matter, so he doesn't belong out on the street, and fortunately nobody was injured, but still very serious and dangerous conduct.
And one of the passengers, along with that driver, remain in custody because of their criminal background. All 3 suspects are expected back in court in 2 weeks. Reporting live in Fall River, I'm Alex Torres-Perez, 12 News.